The saga of globalist kingpin Klaus Schwab culminated in his death after Vice Admiral Crandall was ordered to pull the plug, a Guantanamo Bay source said. It was early Wednesday, the 24th of April, that Klaus Schwab, the controversial figurehead of the World Economic Forum, breathed his last breath. His demise, not marked by grandeur or fanfare, occurred within the sterile confines of a naval hospital within Guantanamo Bay. The cause? Organ failure, compounded by adrenochrome withdrawal. For those unaware, adrenochrome is supposedly a drug that holds psychedelic properties and also the promise of anti-aging and life extension, a chemical compound found within human blood, produced by the oxidation of adrenaline, reportedly a popular drug amongst celebrities and the elite. Schwab, known for his bold vision of the Fourth Industrial Revolution and the Great Reset, was an influential globalist. His mantra, "You will own nothing and be happy," became the cornerstone of his futuristic ideology. He envisioned a world where technological advancements such as automation, artificial intelligence, and the Internet of Things would reshape societies. In this world, access to goods and services would supersede traditional ownership. This shift, Schwab argued, would lead to a more sustainable and equitable economic model. Some, however, argue the World Economic Forum is finalizing its ambitions for a new world order, using mass migration and the threat of climate change to persuade a large portion of the population to accept the destruction of their democracies, installing instead unelected bureaucrats at the top of a new paradigm. Meanwhile, World Economic Forum members work to undermine the democracy of the countries they represent, paving the way for their agenda. But the story surrounding Schwab's death has triggered a maelstrom of reactions. Vice Admiral Crandall is reported to have received a call to inquire about Schwab's condition and whether or not the 86-year-old would ever be healthy enough to face a military tribunal for his crimes against humanity. The Admiral, our source said, was informed that Schwab's prognosis was bleak and that the military's prisons physicians put his odds of recovery at less than favorable. Some argued his death was a premature end to a life that could have been held accountable for its controversial ideologies and multitude of crimes. Others saw it as a relief, a cessation to the spread of a vision they deemed dystopian. Though ponder at the future of the World Economic Forum. The World Economic Forum, of course, is popularly known for its belief that the world is overpopulated, that our current food chain is insufficient to feed the world's growing population. It has published articles arguing that bugs and insects and other such alternative foods are a viable source to help solve this problem. Quote, "Now we need to overcome the last major barriers, preconceived ideas about insects as a source of food and legislation with regard to the use and consumption of proteins derived from insects." Unquote. Unelected officials seeking radical change to the way of life many of us have lived since our country's inception. The alleged earlier attempt on Schwab's life brought to light the question of security at Guantanamo Bay. This, of course, revelation sparked a debate on the infiltration of this high-security establishment, with JAG dismissing sensationalist claims. Yet, the incident highlighted the undercurrents of tension and volatility that Schwab's ideologies had ignited. Schwab's death will undoubtedly trigger conversations on conspiracy theories, political ideologies, and religious beliefs. His vision of the future, once a subject of intellectual debates, now became a catalyst for deeper discussions on societal norms and structures. The end of Schwab's life marks a significant moment in the narrative of global economics and political ideologies. His vision of a future where ownership is replaced by access and sharing has left a profound imprint on the world. Yet his death also raises questions about the implications of such a future. Will it lead to a more sustainable and inclusive society? Or will it pave the way for a new world order that compromises individual rights, privacy, and economic equality? As the world grapples with these questions, one thing remains certain. The legacy of Klaus Schwab, shrouded in controversy and conspiracy, will continue to influence conversations and shape perspectives for years to come. His demise might have ended his physical presence, but the echoes of his and the World Economic Forum's ideologies continue to reverberate, challenging us to ponder on the future we want to build or the future we allow them to build for us. Please like and subscribe to It's News Now for more stories you won't hear anywhere else. Thanks for watching.